Hello friends, my name is Gajanan Kale and I am from Maharashtra, India. Today in this video I am going to tell you about passive tense and passive sentences. As we all know that there are two types of sentences in English grammar, and we all know that they are most known as active voice and passive voice. So we all know that what is active voice. Active voice is basically the thing that subject to or perform any particular action according to the verbs. So whatever the action performed by subject, it is called active sentences. And active sentences means all the sentences which we used in tense sentences. They are either interrogative, negative interrogative, or simple sentence. All these types of sentences where subject does any particular action directly, it is called the active sentences. And exactly opposite of that means in passive sentences there there is a subject, but that subject not perform any action but receive the action. I know you don't get it clear, but what I am meant to say, in the passive sentences any subject we have shown in the sentence, that subject is not performing any action but he receiving the action. He is not a doer of that action. He is a receiver of that action. I will get clear to you when I will give some example about these things. But before that, I want to tell, uh, tell I want to talk about something very important about passive sentences, and that is helping verbs. Which helping verbs and in which tense we are make we can make passive sentence, that we must understand first. And once you know in which tense can be make as a passive sentences, so we can make passive sentence. If I talk about present simple present tense, there we can make only three passive sentences. For example, if you means I want to say that we can make only three passive sentences in present tense, that is simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect tense. There is a little bit, but it is rarely used, but mostly in English grammar not anyone can speak fourth passive means perfect continuous passive. So this is not happening in English grammar, but there is only three passive. Simple in the past, same as with past tense, because whenever we talk about past tense, that time we must understand that the past tense is used directly, means we have to talk about past simple passive, then past continuous passive, and third one is past perfect passive. And in future we only make two passive sentences, and that is present simple future simple passive, and future perfect passive. In present continuous future continuous passive and perfect future continuous passive we cannot make. So including all that things, we have only 8 passive sentences in English, that is about tense only 8. and there are imperative sentences, passive, or there is also called uh, optative sentences, exclamatory sentences. There is also there plus let's passive sentences, plus to be plus third form passive sentences. So we have to understand all these passive sentences, and once you know what is passive sentence, and then you can understand and mostly what is use of passive sentences. Whenever we don't want to share any subject directly, that time we can show the action directly instead focusing on subject. We prefer uh, object as a best reference and talk about taking as a subject. So that time we have to use passive sentences. And when we know that what is a doer, that time there is no need to uh, talk about that subject. Suppose if I want to talk about and if I want to give an example about this thing, then you will understand more. The thief was arrested. So we all know that who is arresting the thief, who is going to arrest the thief. Obviously we will say the police. Here we don't need to show the doer, because we all know that any police can means whatever and whenever the catching criminals is police actions, they must catch the police, and their policeman's duty is to catch the thieves, and they catching the thieves. So, and I am just telling you that what and which helping words we have to need to understand in these passive sentences. So if I talk about present tense, then we have to is plus third form when we talk about simple present tense, and whenever is mr and third form of any verb. When we talk about continuous present tense, that time we have to use is mr plus being plus third form and the remaining object. Whenever we talk about perfect, that time we have to use has, have, been plus any third form of the verb. And when we talk about future, that time we have to use will be plus third form of the verb about future simple tense. And the next one, when we talk about future perfect tense, that time we have to use will, have, been plus third form of any verb. And the same with the past. Whenever we talk about simple past, that time obviously we have to use was and were. Were is used with plural subjects and uh, the third form. And the continuous past tense, that time we have to use was, were plus being and the third form of the verb. And the third one is perfect past tense. Here we have to use anyhow, had plus been plus third form of the verb. So these are the helping words which we have to use whenever we talk about any passive sentences, and they must, you have to understand, you have to keep in your mind, so that you can make sentences with these things. And once you start using these things, you will get more and more accurate to the grammar, and you will understand more in deeply. So I just suggest that you have to think and remember this helping verbs, so that you will understand clearly. So that's it for the today, and I will make sentence in the next video. So goodbye. See you in the next video. Bye bye.